Donald Trump, as you know, has been permanently banned Facebook for the big lie. And I was thinking about some of the big lies that these Democrats have been pushing, and nobody seems to ban them. There's a guy named Ron Fournier. Ron Fournier was the Associated Press Washington, D.C. bureau chief. He was Big Cheese. And he publicly stated that George W. Bush, quote, lied us into the Iraq war, close quote. That so infuriated Judge Lawrence Silberman, co-chair of the Rob Silberman Commission that was set up to look into the intel leading up to the war to determine what the hell happened. And he contacted Ron Fournier and said, what are you doing? What are you saying? The report says intel was bad, intel was wrong, but nobody lied. How dare you say the President of the United States sent men and women to die or to be maimed permanently over a lie? And he said, Ron Fournier said, well, you know, anybody that's fair will look at the intelligence and say that it was interpreted this way. And he said, interpreting the intelligence wrong is one way. Saying he lied is a whole other thing. And he wouldn't take it back. Now, the invasion of Iraq was the most important decision of the administration of Bush 43, by far. By far. And the majority of Democrats still believe that either he lied us into the war or that there is a strong possibility that he is. And one of the reasons for that is this gentleman named Ron Fournier. He's no longer with the Associated Press. He's now, I think, with National Journal or somewhere else. Never been shut down. You don't think that lie has hurt the Republican brand? Never been shut down. Harry Reid helped to derail the candidacy of Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney was ahead in the polls. Obama was talking about being a one-term president. You don't remember that, do you? Harry Reid stands on the floor of the Senate and says the word on the street is that this man has not paid taxes in 10 years. Let him prove it if he hasn't. And then later on, Harry Reid, after he comfortably retires, kicks back in an interview with CNN and says, yeah, I knew it wasn't true. Well, do you feel bad about it? Well, no, he didn't win, did he? Harry Reid is still alive, as far as I know, still active on social media, hasn't been shut down. Talk about the big lie. George W. Bush lied us into the Iraq war. Hillary Clinton claims that the election was stolen from her, called Donald Trump illegitimate, not been shut down. Harry Reid, not been shut down. Ron Fournier, not been shut down. Maxine Waters, racism gets worse every day, she says. Not been shut down. Writes a letter to Castro asking him to keep a convicted murderer who broke out of jail and fled to Cuba. She's a former Black Panther, and Maxine Waters called her a freedom fighter, a civil rights worker, or something like that. Not been shut down. Al Sharpton, we talked about him yesterday. I forgot to mention, he referred to the first and only black mayor of New York as an N-word whore. I repeat, N-word whore. Al Sharpton, in good standing on social media, kingmaker. How many Republican kingmakers have called somebody an N-word whore? This thing on?